it's Lexi right here, and today we're going to be doing a video where I'm going to be seeing how this act can go for an idea I have for the live show of America's Got Talent. Yes, I know that I have to make sure I get through the audition, the first round first, in order to even get to the live show. Get lucky enough to get that golden buzzer. But so if I do the live show, this is the idea I have. So I'm gonna be doing the Champion by Carmen if I go through with the live show. So this is what the act could look like. Let me know if you guys like it. Imagine us seeing going on. In the vast expanse of a timeless place, the suns rule the outer space. Ominously towering its throne, the symbol of the spirit war. Between one named Lucifer and the morning star, the ultimate of good. Enveloped by a trillion planets, cool as lightning, and hot as flame. The cosmic Colosseum will host the end of the war between the war at sea and death, and the omnipotent creator of man's first breath. Who will decide who forever will be the champion? The audience for the fire of the ages was assembled and in place. The angels came in splendor from the star. The saints that had gone before were there, Jeremiah, Enoch, and Abel. The singing the song of Zion gave its heart. Followed by the trophies, dead and Drake in his sparkling check, controlled by demons, sent from hell. Yeah. oppression, roots and iniquities, release the violence tries to heal. Every scream. God said, he set his face high with the book. Twisting and deceive my people for years. Saying, you will win this fight. The demon is Satan's here. You're dead, Jesus. I want to bless you. Jesus said, go ahead, make my day. Fell Jesus to the ground. As I fought again. The devil feared in his victory. The saints, shocked and perplexed. His wounds appeared upon his hands and feet. The Satan kicked him in his side, and blood ran cold. And they waited for the 10th of defeat. God the Father. They think would proclaim the battles of war. And Satan trembled in his strength, in unexpected horror. Yes, and God started to count by saying,
hey, wait a minute, God. You're counting wrong. His eyes are open. His fingers are twitching. With the light coming from, he's alive! Oh,
So yeah, imagine some of the parts, guys, like when he's like the silent thunder ward. Imagine having like a bass in the background. You can't see the bass, but you can feel it. Imagine being able to feel that bass going at a certain time. And then when he's like opening the book of life, have it open to the actual verse. That'd be kind of cool. Open it to the actual verse. And then, like, some lightning. We gotta have those, like, timed LED lights flashing with the lightning. So, like, we gotta have some props in with this. That's why it would be for the live show. Especially for as long as the song is. And the way it's done, I've tried to trim it so I could possibly do it for my first round. You just can't trim a song like this. It's impossible to put it at only a 2-minute set. I've tried several different ways. So just best bet is to save it for a live show. So I really hope that I do get through the first round and I do make it to the live show, either by getting all 4 yeses or the golden buzzer. And somehow, some way, make it to the live show, perform this song, and have like a scenery going on, smoke fog machine for the clouds. And as for like God's voice and stuff, and the playing the devil and stuff, I have to play all parts. But God's voice, of course, would come from above. Like it would somehow like come from above, as if God really is the one speaking, because He is, of course, He is in the song. So that's what I have to make real in the act, showcase that. As far as playing the devil, like you'd have to have I'd have to have like somebody like, or maybe on the screen, or just people with me to act like the demons and stuff. And as far as like Hitler, Napoleon, Pharaoh, Capone, like that's on the screen, and I'm like pointing them out like Hitler, Pharaoh, Napoleon, Capone. And as far as like the prophets, Jeremiah, Enoch, and Job. So yeah, like do the same thing, like different ways, like Jeremiah, Enoch, and Job. And then as far as the trophies, dead and gone. And then when I go to do that, the smoke goes behind me like that, and it kind of like shows the visualize dead and gone, and it goes behind me, and then I go Hitler, Pharaoh, Capone, and Napoleon, Hitler, Napoleon, Pharaoh, Capone. Like I do it like that, like point out and down, and then like the prophets are just out, straight out, like up and straight out. The trophies, Hitler, like Hitler, Pharaoh, Napoleon, Capone, like going down like that, because of course they're the evil ones, so that's why they're more pointed downwards, and the prophets are more pointed upwards. I like that. And then like I was thinking of a part like at the very end when they do that, He is risen, He is Lord, when they do that part, then I have to make sure I'm already down enough to showcase that, because then when he gets to 2, when God's counting down, when he gets to 2, I gotta start like getting prepared to rise. And then of course, as soon as it says he has won, like one, he has won, like as soon as he says that, I gotta rise up, showcase the rising of Jesus. I gotta showcase that, like I gotta make it look like that, like how he was on the cross. Because I gotta showcase not only am I doing that act, I'm also showcasing everyday proof of God. And how am I doing that? Well, everyday proof that we live with 24/7, 365 days out of the year. Every day, every second, we're living with everyday proof, and our bodies are the body of the cross, our arms are the arms of the cross, and our heads are the head of the cross. And if you look at your face, you can see proof of angels. The eyes are the angels' wings, the nose is the body of the angels. So that's also why they do that. That's why also Catholics do Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and go back up. So it's like Father, Son, Holy Spirit, go back up. Sometimes they kiss it, like, and then go back up. But being a Christian, I don't usually do that, but it is a good thing to do. I'm nothing against that whatsoever, because it's actually a good thing to do. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and then go back up. So that's why they do that, because the head of the cross, the body of the cross, and then the arms of the cross. So then if you stand like that, like how I'm going to as far as showcasing Jesus' resurrection, then you gotta imagine that's how he was on the cross. he had his legs like this on the cross. And in order for the nail to go through his legs, I don't know if you guys can see my legs now, but in order for the cross, for the nails to go through, they went right through his shin, like right here. And that was pretty long. You gotta imagine they were pretty long, and he was a lot skinnier than I am. And there you go. It went right through to the other leg and through that leg also in order to be nailed into the cross. And then not only that, but his arms. You gotta picture that too. Like, he had his hands out like this, like the palms are facing you guys. So he was hung like this, and of course he was dropping a little bit because, natural, just the human flesh that he was. And of course that started to jump with the weight of gravity and stuff, his skeleton and stuff. And it weighed down, and he was like jumping a little bit. And I'm sure that was I'm sure that was painful. I'm sure, because it wasn't through his hands directly, it was through his wrists to make sure he was hung on the cross good. And as he would jump, that would like put more weight on the shin nail and the wrist nails. So, and then the Roman gladiator punctured his side, and blood and water flowed. And that's when the earth started shaking, the clouds, gathered, and a storm, big giant storm came, and then that's when God turned his head and cried, and that's when Jesus died. And then he got put in the tomb that same day, and then Mary Magdalene and everybody was like, no, I've got to see him, I've got to see him. So they got permission to roll the stone away 3 days later, and just like Jesus already predicted to them, he already knew it was going to happen. He was telling them that in the Garden of Gethsemane. So he was already telling them what was going to happen. And sure enough, 3 days later, they went in to check on him. Surely being dead and all, there's not much to check on. But they wanted to see if it was true, and of course it was true. He, rose from the dead, 3 days later, because he wasn't fully human. He had flesh like the human and stuff like that. He was able to walk the earth. That's how he was able to walk the earth. That's what God did. He put him into a flesh body, put himself in a flesh body, thus giving himself the name Jesus. He is the true Son of God. He is. And he is God himself at the same time. It's hard to comprehend, it's hard to understand, but that's just what it is. So I want to showcase all that into my act when I go to perform this live show. I want to be able to showcase that. And like I said, have like the smoke machine, have visuals going on in the background, LED lights timed for lightning effects, bass to showcase the earthquake and thunder and different things like that. Different lights to showcase lightning and different things. And in order for me to do all these movements with my hands during the entire act, I'm not going to really be able to hold on to a microphone. That's going to be really, really hard. And like holding onto a microphone and trying to do, it can be done. It can be. So I got to really make sure that's what I want to do. If I want to hold onto a microphone, or if I want to make sure that I can do everything right and just have that headpiece that goes on one side, and you just have the microphone coming down like that. And I might have that instead of holding on to a microphone. So that way, when certain parts, like opening the book of life, see, if I had a microphone in my hand, I wouldn't be able to open it correctly, because look, like, imagine a microphone right here, and trying to, it can be done, it can be, it's just a little more difficult rather than imagine just a headpiece microphone, and it'd be a lot easier just to, it's a lot easier rather than trying to hold something, and it's it's a lot slower to open it rather than no microphone in hand, and it opens easier. And like I said, this would be the actual legit Holy Bible that I would use, and it would actually open to the actual verse that's being talked about in this song. And I also want to just, you know, do an act about God to, hopefully bring a lot more people to Him. Show how good He is, show how merciful and amazing God really is. And by doing that as my act, I'm hoping that people will be able to see God through me, or see Jesus through me, or whatever, and want to come to God, want to come to the Lord. And so I hope that you guys liked it. I hope that it will be a good act to do. So yeah, that's gonna be in the future. Of course, I have to do round 1 first in order to get lucky enough to go through the live show. So, but that's what I'll be doing. So let me know if you guys liked it by hitting that like button and subscribing down below, because it does help me with my channel. It does help my channel grow. So I hope that you guys like my content that I put out for you guys. So without further ado, it's been Lexi Ray, and I am out. Peace out, everyone.